Hi there, today I'm going to cover Cryptarithm. This is the fourth video of the Math Olympiad training series. Okay, Cryptarithm is also known as alphanumerics. Okay, and basically in Cryptarithm, each digit is represented by an alphabet. So for example, 5 is represented by A here. And 4, 2, 3, you can basically, if it's represented by A, B, C, then 4 will be A, B will be 2, and C will be 3. Okay. So and then if AAB and A is 8, so basically what I mean here is that if A here is 8, okay, then this one will also be 8, and B can be anything from 0 to 9, right? So let us cover some important principles of Cryptarithm here. So the sum of two digits must be from 0 to 18 only, because the largest digit is 9 plus 9, which gives you the largest digit is 9, so 9 plus 9 gives you 18. The smallest digit is 0, so 0 plus 0 gives you 0. Hence, to have a carryover, okay, in A plus B, then A plus B must be greater than or equals to 10. So for example, 4 plus 6 gives you 10, or 5 plus 5 gives you 10. So if you have let's say 7 plus 8, okay, will give you 15. It also has a carryover of 1, right? Carryover means, right, you carry over to the second digit, okay? So if A plus A is a 2-digit number and the last digit is 0, then A has to be 5. Okay, this is an important trick that you may want to memorize. Okay, it will help to speed up your calculations. Okay, then if A plus A is a 2-digit and the last digit is 8, then A has to be 9. Okay, so as you can see, this table here is quite important. Basically, you can see that if 5 plus 5 will give you 10, 6 plus 6 will give you 12, and 7 plus 7 give you 14. So you have so if you know if you are given the last digit, right, here, and you know that it can only happen if, let's say, it's giving you A plus A equals to something, and that is, let's say, 2, for example, then you know that it has to be 6 plus 6. Okay, that's what it means. All right. Another important principle in Cryptarithm is basically the product of two digits must range between 0 to 81. Why is this so? Because the largest digit is 9, so 9 times 9 gives you 81, right? And the smallest digit is 0, so 0 times 0 gives you 0. So unlike addition, multiplication, the carry over can be greater than 1, right? So for example, 8 times 8, the carry is 6, right? So you have, let's say you write this way, 18 times 8. So you know that this one is 4 and the carry over is 6. So this is 6, 1 times 8 is 8, 8 plus 6 is 14. So you know it's 144, right? So it's different from addition, which carry can only be 1, isn't it? Okay. Then you have A times B equals 2A, which means the second digit is an A. Okay. Let's say in this case, because the first digit is a 2, so you know the final answer must be between 20 to 29, right? It cannot be anything else. So you can guess that A equals to 4 and B is 6, because 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, there's no other answer possible because pairs possible because that satisfy between 20 and 29. You can see other possibilities. Okay, it will not give you A, right? Because for example, 3 times 7, so let's say this A times B will give you 2, but this thing here is not equals to A, right? So you have 3 times 8 equals to 24. Okay, again A is 3, but the second digit is 4. So the only possibility is 4 times 6 in this case. Now that you have gone through the important principles of cryptarithm, let's go try the first question here. You have A plus B. You have AB plus AB plus AB. So basically, what is this? This is nothing but 3 times of AB, which is a number, give you CCC. Right, sorry, give you CCC. So you know that, so from here, you know that AB are two similar digit numbers, right? Two similar two-digit numbers, okay? And C cannot be 3, right? C cannot be 3. Why? Because it cannot be greater 3 or greater. You know why? Because if it's 3 or greater when it's divided by 3, okay? Let's say if you have let's say you have 3, 3, 3, okay? Because then AB, right? Then when you divide by 3, you do 1, 1, 1, right? So it doesn't make sense because you only have two-digit number, right? So for example, so in this case, it cannot be 3 because if you have 4, 4, 4, by 3 is even worse, right? Because it will not give you it will give you a remainder. Then say you have 6, 6, 6 divided by 3, which is the next number that is possible. Then you give you 2, 2, 2. Okay. So anything larger than that, and then you have 9, 9, 9 divided by 3 will give you 3, 3, 3. So this is not possible, right? You use 3, 3. So that's not possible. So you know that it cannot be greater than 3. So what can it be? So if C equals to 1, okay, if C equals to 1, right? So let's say if you have 1, 1, 1, right? Divide by 3, give you 37. So A will be 3 and B will be 7. Is there another possibility? Let's try 2. So if C equals to 2, 2 divided by 3 gives you 74. So A will be 7 and B will be 4. So there are two possible answers, right? So you must give both answers, alright, in this case. A equals to 3, B equals to 7, and A equals to 7 and B equals to 4. Okay, let's go to the next question. In this one, you have A, B, C times A give you 1, 0, AC. Okay? So A times A, since A times A gives 10, okay? Because you have here A times A gives you 10. Okay? So then let's guess A is 3 and see whether it works out. Okay? One way is to guess A equals to 3 and see whether it works out. Okay? Because if A equals to 3, yeah, I know it gives 9, but 1 carry will give you 10, right? Of course, there are other numbers that's possible. So for example, you have 2. 2 times 2 will give you 4, but you need a carry of 6, right? You need a carry of 6. And 1 times 1, of course, is possible if you have a carry of 9. But that will be a bit of a stretch, right? So let's try 3, which is most likely. Okay? So if A is 3, then what number can times 3 will give you the same digit? So what I mean is they are now looking at this, right? C times A will give you something and C. right? When this happens, times 3, you look at the 3 times table, right? Which one can give you that? Okay, take a moment to think about it, right? Yeah, if you guess it's 5, then you're correct. 5 times 3 give you 15. Okay, in this case, you can see here the C is 5, which is same as this one, and this C and this C. Alright, the first one gives you 1 carry. So if there's a 1 carry, and now you have B times A plus 1, right? Because the carry, this is the carry, okay? So you have B times A, so you can see down here, right? Let's see here. Let's say you guess 3B, and now you know it's 5 times 3 gives you, let's say 1, 0. Let's say you know this is 3, and you really know this is 5, isn't it? So 1035. So you know that this gives you, you know what you want a carry of 1 here, and this gives you a 3. So which multiplication gives you that? Which B value gives you that? Right? So it has to be 4 times 3, isn't it? Because 4 times 3 gives you 12, and because it's because you have a 1 carry here as well. Sorry, you have a 1 carry here as well. So 3 times 4 give you 12. 12 carry 1, so 13, and give you a 1 carry here. Alright? So basically A is 3, B is 4, and C is 5. Right? Correct? Next, let's go to the next question. A, B, C, D times 9 equals, give you DCBA. Okay, give you DCBA. So let's look at the solution, possible solution. Since A times 9 is a single digit, okay? Means A times 9, right? This thing here. Okay? A times 9 give you 1 digit only. Then A must be what? 1. Because anything else, right, will definitely give you a 2-digit result. Because if you can see, 2 times 9 will give you 18 already. So only 1 times 9 will give you 9. So anything else will give you a 2-digit. So you know that A must be 1. Okay, so you know A is 1. Okay? Okay, times 9. So you know A is already 1. Alright? And of course, D you still don't know yet, right? But you know that because here is also 1. And which multiplication of, so now you can guess D, right? Because what would D be so that when you multiply by 9 gives you 1. And you know the 9 multiplication table, only when D is 9, right? Only when it's 9 times 9 will the last digit be 1, right? If you look at it, because 9 times table, you know that it starts with 9, then 18, then 27. You know these numbers keep reducing, then 36. Right? The last digit keep reducing until it is 9 times 9, which gives you 1. So as a result, you know this, then you know that D is 9. Okay? Okay? No other digit will give 1. So now you know that this is so now you have 9CB1. Right? 9CB1. Then B has no carry because you know that D is 9. So you also know that this is 9, which means that 9 times 1 is 9. So you know there's no carry. So if there's no carry, then the only thing that can give you no carry, and B cannot be equals to 1, right? Because A is 1. So B must be 0, right? B must be 0. So that when it gives you, so if it needs to be this 0 as well. And you know there's a carry of 8 here, right? So what will give you what multiply what number here, right? What number here will give you a 0. So it must be a 2, right? Right? So only if it's 8, sorry, only so basically 8 times 9, it has to be give you a 2. So because 8 times 9 give you 72, so basically you need to have 72. So 8 times 9 gives 72 plus 8 is 80. So you have a carry of 8. So whatever you carry here, so you know C must be equals to 8 here as well. So you have 8, and this one is 8, because if you this 72, 8 times 9 is 72, so 72 plus 8 equals to 80. Alright, 80. 80 and you carry over 8, right? So this is 0. 0 times 9 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. So you have this is the end result. So the number that you want is 1089. Got it? So now let's go through this third example. Now we are covering addition. Alright, so CD, which is 2-digit number, you have plus A, B, C, D, and then your 4-digit number B, A, C, D gives you 1989. Alright, so you start with the easiest first, right? You know 3D is 9, so isn't it simple that D equals to 3? Okay, so right away you know that you have 3, 3, 3 here, then you have a 9. Okay, alright, and then 3C gives you 8, and you know that there's no carry, right? So 3C, what gives you 8? It should be 18, isn't it? Because if it's 28, cannot be, because there will be a remainder. So C equals to 6. So you have 6, 6, 6. So you give 8, and then a carry of 1. Okay? Yes, carry of 1, right? So B plus, then you write the equation, right? B plus A, so you look at this thing here, this equation here now. You have, actually because it's a carry of 1 over, so you have B plus A plus 1, okay, equals to something, and give you a 9. Or it's just a 9, right? There's no carry, then B is 1. Okay, so it can be either one. So B plus A can be 8 or 18. Okay, B plus A can be 8 or 18. So if B is 1, then A will be 8. Right? If B is 1, then A has to be 7. So it will give you this number. Right? It can't be 18 because you know the final here is, unless B is 0, right? Because unless you know B is B has to be 1, because B is not 0, right? If 0, then there's no digit already, right? So B has to be 1, then this one A has to be 8, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. So then let's look at the next example. C plus the 3-digit number CAC, and then plus 4-digit number ACBC is 2AAC. So the solution, okay, 3C gives you something C. Okay, guess what is it? 3 times of C gives the last digit as C. Again, it has to be 5, right? Because you can see that 3 times 5 give you 15. Nothing else will give you this, alright, in the multiplication table. Okay, these are some principles that may be helpful for you. Then you have A plus, then you next look at this. Okay, now you have a carry of 1. So now you know that, so you can write down here. You can write down here, you have 5, 5, 5, and then this gives you 5, and there's a carry of 1. So you have A, B, then you look at this equation here, right? So you write it down, you know there's a carry of 1, so you have A plus B plus the carry equals to, something has to be 1 in front, because 1, no matter what, right, then it gives you an A, okay? Because 2 digits with a carry of 1 will give you 1, okay? So what happened now? And then you have C plus, then look at the next one, C plus 1 equals to A, okay? Okay, and since C plus C, right, plus 1 equals to A, since C plus C equals to 10, right, C plus C equals to 10, because C is 5, right, so C plus C equals to 10, and then equals to A. So what do you guess? A must be, so A plus 1, because the carry can only be 1, right? So A has to be 1, right? A has to be 1, because you know there's a carry, right? Because you know there's a carry here, because here doesn't mean there's a carry, because C, you know C is 5, right? So you know this is 5, this is 5, you still don't know this yet, but you know that there's a carry over, so you know this is this number here is 1, right? And then because the carry, right, so it has to be, and you know this 2, so it has to be 1, right? A has to be 1, okay, A has to be 1, so substitute A into this equation 1 here, equation 1 here, okay, equation 1 here, it will give you 1 plus B plus 1 equals 11, so you have B equals to 9, right? So you have B equals to 9, so you already know that if A equals to 1, and down here is 1, 9, because there's a carry of 1, so this is 10, 11, so there's a carry of another 1 here, so it gives you 5 plus 5, give you 11 again, so you have to carry over 2, 1, 1, 5, answer, right? Because these 2 digits are similar, right? So you know the answer is B equals to 9. Got it? Okay, now let's cover the last question. Eddie's house is a 4-digit number. So you know that it's a 4-digit number, so let's say it's A, B, C, D. She moves the first digit to the last, so it becomes B, C, D, A. Right, and she noticed the new 4-digit number is 4,707, bigger than her original house number. So what you have here is that B, C, D, A minus A, B, C, D, since bigger, so it's 4707. Okay, so what is her house number? Okay, so as I mentioned that her house number is A, B, C, D, and her new house number will be B, C, D, A. And you have the equation that I wrote earlier, because the new rearranged number is bigger than her house number by 4,707. So as you know, if you want to write out the multiplication, you have this B, okay, becomes 1000B, C becomes 1000C, and 100C, and then D can be represented by 10D, and A is just a single digit. Same with A, B, C, D then, right? Okay. So from this, then what you have is, you can simplify further, right? You can simplify 1000B minus 100B, right? You have 1000B here minus 100B here, and you give you 900B. Right? It's the same for the rest then, right? So algebra. Then you want to simplify both sides, okay? So if you divide by 9, you try dividing by 9 and see what it works out, okay? And you have 100b plus 10c plus d minus 1 equals to 523. This gives you a bit easier, not that you cannot work with the earlier equation, but this is definitely easier, right? With 3 digits. Alright, so when you have 3 digits, then what happens? So you know that in this case, you have something is 5, 2, 3. And you know here is so you let a equals to 1. So you have 1, 1, 1. So if a equals to 1, then here must be a 6, isn't it? Because you know here is 5. Right? Let's guess b equals to 6 and a equals to 1. Right? Then you can write the equation in this manner, because since you know that b equals to 6 and a equals to 1. Okay? Right? And then down here you know that something, whatever number minus 1 gives you 3. That's before, isn't it? Right? Then whatever number minus 1 gives you 2 is with 3. Right? So it's just c equals to 3, and then you have b equals to 6 and b equals to 4. Right? So a house number ABCD is 1634. Okay? Okay. Finally, I would just want to give credit to this book, Math Olympiad, Unleash the Math Olympiad in You by Terry Chu. You can find more Cryptarithm practice questions in chapter 3 of this book. Alright? Thank you. Oh, sorry, before I leave, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up below and share with any friends that you find this video tutorial useful. Alright, thank you.